Hi, I'm Non-Glitter Matt, Pete Peterson, superfan, and welcome to Jackass.
Eaglehub!
Right, like I said, welcome to Eaglehub. Eaglehub is for entertainment purposes only. The Eagles are just degenerates that love beer and hero clicks and engage in a lot of hyperbole. The drunken sentiments expressed on this show are not indicative of the Pacific Northwest as a whole, and if you get offended by something they've said, just remember, they've said something far worse about Daniel Schroeder. I am very happy to approve this message. Get wrecked, nerds!
Hello and welcome once again to the Eaglehub. My name is King Brian, the OG and eternal Clickstad.
And I am Corey, aka Mean Muggins. Let's go with that.
Bringing it back. It's an oldie and a goodie.
Yeah.
Now, as always, it would not be an episode of the Eaglecast without a beer. Today, I'm drinking a classic, my friends.
Oh, dear.
A Sticky Hands from Block 15, the unofficial beer of the Eaglehub or of the Eaglecast.
Yeah.
Because I know it'll drive both Chip and Zach Strong crazy, I'm drinking it out of the can.
Hell yes. I'm kind of mad that they changed that can art.
Mm-hmm. But it's still so good.
Oh, I bet.
So good. Well, Corey, it's been I guess 2 weeks actually for us since we pre-recorded the Secret Council of Degenerate Eagles.
Yep. And Dream Miles.
Yeah, and Dream Miles. Can't forget Dream Miles. Yeah. And we're late this week because somebody's an idiot and forgot what his schedule looked like. So,
No, someone's just busy. And you know what? Good thing it's just one other person. So yeah, it's not a big deal.
I know. Yeah. So a little peek behind the curtain. We usually record on Tuesdays, and I've been like just crushing through a ton of work to prep for taking a bunch of time off for Adepticon. And I finished my work on Tuesday, and I just messaged Corey. I was like, bro, I'm bushed. There's no way I can record today. Let's record tomorrow. And then about 11 p.m., I looked at my calendar, and I was like, oh, I can't record tomorrow. I have my monthly tabletop role-playing game night tomorrow. So here we are on a Thursday.
Brian's a hardcore nerd. You guys didn't know that.
Indeed, I am. I'm a software engineer. Fucking role-playing games.
And a Portland hipster.
And I'm a Portland hipster, which is a real nerd. You know what I didn't do while we were preparing everything is I didn't pull up the old frittata farm.
Oh.
Yeah. It's polluted with some AI slop from our friend the Fishbowl.
Oh man. Homeboy needs to chill.
Fishbowl loves the slop though, Corey.
He got infected by that Miles guy.
I know. Hey, if you want a hack for something to get the Eagles to promote something that you create, make it lo-fi. Like, the dumber it is, the higher chance that there is that I will promote your thing.
But his thing was pretty funny. I liked it.
Yeah.
It was very cute.
It was good. I'm just not promoting it.
Yeah.
All right. I'm trying to remember. We might have a repeat of frittatas because I don't remember which one of these I did. You know what? I think. Did we do the great one about hindering train markers and printed elevation already?
No, I think that's new. That was March 6th.
Yeah, it was March 6th. The last time we recorded would have been the 6th. Or yeah, and I didn't do frittatas in the council. So,
Yeah.
all right, that tells me how far back I can go in the farm. You want one to start it off, Corey?
Yeah, let's get it going. Let's get it rolling.
A question. If I pulse wave with knockback, who controls the knocked back pieces?
Oh, my dude.
The person who controls the pieces controls them,
Yes.
but you knock them back, and the order is furthest away from you to closest to you.
Yep.
But who controls the knocked back pieces?
Who watches the Watchmen? That's
Mhm.
what that question sounds like.
Who pulses the pulse wavers?
Who knocks back the knockbacks?
Yeah. Here's another great one. This one was sent to me by Ryan Redman, a penis with huge biceps.
True.
Speaking of which, I've got a new drop that I need to edit and get added in here. That has to do with that nickname. And once I've got it, it'll be like Scott Porter finally followed through on his promise to visit the Eagles.
You hear that, Chip?
Yeah. Kind of a rules question. Powers like mind control. Why are they not be able to target within 3 squares in regards to the way the power is depicted in comics?
What?
Why are they not able to target within 3 squares in regards to the way the power is depicted in comics?
Didn't we already do this one?
Did we?
I think so.
Oh, well, it's good enough that it's worth.
Oh, dang it, double.
My favorite thing is in the comics when you see the Purple Man and there's 3 squares away from him drawn where you see Jessica Jones be controlled by him.
That's true. He's very close when he does it. So
It's just like the comics. You see the squares.
Because was it he had like pheromones or something that controlled people? I
don't know. I'm not that much of a nerd. All right. Well, the thing that everyone's been talking about this week, I suppose we should weigh in on because you do tune in to the Eaglehub to hear our opinions. And that is, of course, God, I want to dodge and do something besides what this is actually.
Use that sound word.
Madness. But no, it's not March Madness. It is the results of the HeroClix 2026 Q1 Watchlist. And oh boy, Corey, the community response to this has been just buck wild.
A lot of people sad, mad, glad, I guess, also.
Shaking, trembling. Let's just read through it. We'll add some commentary as we get going. Please see below the official changes to the Q1 2026 watch list. All changes are effective in all formats and are effective on March 23rd. Errata issued to game elements will be added to the win on that date, visible here. First up, Beetlejuice, Betelgeuse.
Betelgeuse.
The result, no change. Explanation, I'm going to try to read this as if I am a company spokesperson. Betelgeuse has become a hot button topic among fans and was the primary focus of the rules team with this watch list. Multiple errata were tested and the possibility of a ban was weighed. Ultimately, the WizKids team came to the conclusion that Modern is in a healthier state with Betelgeuse than without, and the potential confusion of a second errata to him outweighed the potential upsides of softening his anti-free trait. Betelgeuse will, however, be rotating out of Modern alongside the next rotation. Given that it is healthy for some restrictions on free actions to exist, future figures may explore a similar design space, but will not be as restrictive as Betelgeuse.
No ban.
If you hear that cry, that is the sound of a penis with giant biceps
Tiny violin.
and a tiny violin. I'm not surprised by this, Corey. I know that there's a lot of players for whom this is really sad, but also, like, you and I have been in the game a long time. I remember the era of D20 Faust and the ability of prob control to reroll D20s.
Oh, the good old days.
And that's where I'm like, man, nothing can hurt me. What reactions? Nothing compared to D20 Faust.
Yeah, that's true.
And as I've said multiple times, I love having Beetlejuice in the meta because it means I can pretty faithfully read what good players are going to play.
That's true.
So thank you, Beetle guys. And hey, we'll get into that even more later. I mean, it's pretty clear to me. Let's see. This is a throwback of Portland Clicks lore. When you joined us at Time Vault before we started playing at Gone Guy, Corey,
Yeah.
did you ever get to experience the ridiculous format that was Dude, Where's My Powers?
I think I remember Chip had something about that. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, what I do like is that right now HeroClix is just becoming Dude, Where's My Powers? We're taking away free actions, we're taking away special actions, we're taking away probability control.
Yeah. And you can't stat mod.
Yeah. All right, next
them
up.
all.
Next up on the old watch list is Ares. And the result? The trait from Olympus, Ares Armory, is errata as follows. I'm not going to read both the old and the new sidelines because I'm lazy. New, sideline active. Once per game when a friendly character uses Blade's Claw's Fangs. Before rolling, they may choose that after resolutions they deal each adjacent opposing character other than the target damage equal to half the result for that Blade's Claw's Fangs. When they do, if Ares is on the map, minimum result is instead the character's printed damage value +1. Explanation. The Ares Bomb strategy of an early game Ares assisted strike was something that came up in playtesting, but had been ruled as an interesting high risk, high reward strategy that would probably not see much play. Gotta stop for a second there. But they thought that wouldn't see much play is kind of a self-out by whoever wrote this.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That just means, hey, our playtesters don't actually understand this game.
Yeah, they didn't want to try to break it.
It's free? Of course you're playing it.
Jeez.
This proved to be a mistake, as Ares teams have become a dominant force in most formats. Yep, you're right. Coupled with the potentially confusing rules interactions Ares has with some Blade's Claw's Fangs centered special powers, we've made the decision to significantly alter Ares. This new trait keeps much of the explosive potential of the original without inviting as many rules questions. Typically, if a figure would require this degree of overhaul, we would ban it. But Ares has been enough of a fan favorite build around, we opted to find a way to preserve him instead. So the biggest thing here is that by making what Ares does a triggered effect on Blade's Claw's Fangs, it cleans up so many rules questions about, like, how does this thing work when I use Blade's Claw's Fangs on this special power? Which that is fantastic to me. And it gets around the fuckery with giant reach.
Mm-hmm.
Because now the half D6 damage that you deal to adjacents does not interact with giant reach because it's after the attack. So it's only literally people adjacent to you. it's still, I mean, for a free effect, it's still great.
Yeah.
But it's not a cripple your opponent's force the way that it was. So, bad news for Chris Clay, who has rolled so many fucking high D6 rolls against me with Ares bombs.
Yeah, I feel like that's good enough.
Yeah.
Errata.
I'm very happy with this change. I think that this change was fantastic. But we're gonna get into the next change, which I think is absurd. Per Degaton result banned in all formats. Banned in all formats.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah. Explanation. One of the great things in HeroClix is that teams with a limited number of members from time to time can go toe-to-toe with the teams with a large number of options because the benefits of playing that small cluster are so great. Per Degaton could have been that for the Time Stealers, but we missed the mark. Instead, it was a piece that discouraged players from using theme teams and homogenized builds to often feel like 260 or 280 points plus per Degaton. It was never 260. It was always 280 points plus per Degaton. The problem is, as bad or worse in Silver. Given the degree of change, he need to be reined in, and his direction being almost totally opposite to what will be fun for the format, the WizKids teams has opted to simply remove him from the metagame. So it's RIP, my sweet prince.
Poor predicts.
Just take away his probability control and let me rearrange my opponent's pieces, god damn it.
Like, they could have just made it like only available if he was on a theme team type shit. Like, that's sounds like what they wanted to do, but for whatever reason, they didn't throw that in or something. It's just
it would be so hard to take his effect and say, if Per Degaton is part of a Time Stealers theme team.
Oh yeah.
Very difficult errata. And he'd still be a good piece. A 20 points for prob and leadership is great.
Yeah, I bet the Time Stealers, because all the Time Stealers do something wonky, right? And they're like on. Well, I guess they're not on theme, but they just have that keyword.
Yeah. So the combination of this and nothing to juice is really what has like caused a complete mental break for a lot of HeroClix online. I think that this choice was ridiculous. I don't think that choosing to do nothing with juice was ridiculous, but I mean, I've been on record as saying Per Degaton's fine.
Yeah.
And if you think that Per Degaton is the thing that's driving people away from using theme teams, you're completely misunderstanding what's going on with the meta. The thing is that theme teams right now, the only benefit it gives you is a +3 to your roll-off. And that's not enough to avoid instead playing a low point piece that adds benefits to you. I mean, I'd go as far as to say at 50 points, it's still not worth theme versus a piece that fits better what you're building. If you really want theme, I mean, what's funny to me is that they made this choice to demotivate theme a couple years back by changing to this, dropping theme team probability control, all that. And now we come around and they're saying like, oh, but he has homogenized builds because he's on everything. That just means you built a good piece.
Yeah. Yeah.
If everybody's playing it, that just means it's an efficient piece.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that it's breaking the format. And it doesn't mean that he's the reason that people aren't building theme. Like when I built Sinister Syndicate builds with Per Degaton, it's not because I don't value theme. It's because there's no Sinister Syndicate options to give you leadership and prob for cheap.
Yeah. Yeah, he filled a lot of holes, I guess you want to say.
Yeah. And then, you know, right around the same time as introducing Predagon, the other thing is that they've added all these one-shots, and the one-shots are super powerful. You have to make room for one-shots. So why, like, okay, so let's go with the Sinister Syndicate example. I could play Norman Osborn at 35 points, who would give me telekinesis and leadership and not prob, but would give all of my buds precision strike, which is great. Or I drop Norman Osborn, I play Predagon, and now I have 15 points to play one-shots. The one-shots are part of the disincentive to play theme teams.
True.
And then the last figure who was on the watch list was Destroyer. Result, no change. Explanation. Destroyer has become a staple equipment, giving access to penetrating damage, boosted close attacks, and most frequently, potent defense buffs and consistent willpower. Willpower. Barely knew her.
I went to school with that guy. Willpower.
Yeah, William Powers. The consistent William Powers. The play rate of Destroyer is concerning, but there are answers to it in the current metagame and upcoming releases. We continue to keep an eye on Destroyer, but for now, no action is needed. While we strive to avoid making changes to figures after they have been released if possible, our ultimate goal is to have a fun, friendly, and healthy game paired with a positive gameplay experience for both our casual and tournament players. We do reserve the right to revisit and make changes to any game elements highlighted in previous watch lists, especially as new game elements are released. Thank you to our players and playtesters for providing your feedback on how we can further improve the game of HeroClix.
Then they release Loki.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll get into Loki. Don't you worry. So yeah, just the combination of banning Predagon because, well, he's about to rotate anyways, and then saying we'll leave Juice because he's a anyways.
Oh man.
If one were cynical, one might say, oh, it almost sounds like Masters of Time is sold out and there's still Iconics Beetlejuices floating around to be sold.
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure a sale's gonna pop up where like, hey, you want to buy Beetlejuice?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, there's not a great way to issue a second errata to Beetlejuice. I do think that Beetlejuice is fine. He's an approachable figure. He's easy to get. It's not like it's a fucking ultra chase that you would have to spend $400 on the secondary market to get your hands on. And for me, part of the if a piece is powerful but it's widely available, that's ultimately a fine thing. And it's the reason that Predagon to me wasn't a problem. He was a rare. Everyone could get him. And he was a unique, so there was no reason to hoard him.
Yep.
I know a lot of people have been losing their goddamn minds and saying this is the end of HeroClix. Well, Chicken Littles, stop that shit. This is not the end of HeroClix. It's not. I just saw a poll from ClicksNexus asking if HeroClix is worse now than it was 10 years ago. 10 years ago, we had fucking resources.
Oh,
it's better. Even with the bullshit of one-shots, it's better than resources.
Oh, man.
Somewhere Pat Yapoko is crying now.
Yes. Yeah. No, he's listing something on eBay at the moment.
Somewhere Pat Yapoko is listing a resource for 3 times what it's worth. Pew pew pews.
Rock of Eternity.
Yeah. And checking his return policy to make sure that he isn't becoming a HeroClix loaner.
Screw you, Jellybean. You ruined it for all of us.
Dude, that is one of the best moments of Eagle lore, just all around, was Jellybean checking and being like, I'm following the return policy.
Speaking of Jellybean, since we just did this part of the asking Eagles anything, he submitted something, and I guess it ties into this, so I might as well say it.
Okay.
So he typed, "Who is the winner of the Both Balls and a Little Bit of Dick award?" If you know, you know. Every watch list has one.
I mean, Degaton, it wasn't just both balls and a little bit of dick. It was both balls and the entire dong.
Yes.
The only thing left is the biceps.
Oh shit.
Thank you, Jellybean.
He's with us.
That is one of the great Eaglecast moments.
Yeah. Yes.
So as we're recording, CCO is just fired off. They have their double feature tournament going on today. Tomorrow is Silver Pulp. And then I believe the day after that, which would be Saturday is Modern. And next week, Corey and I will not be recording because we will be flying our way out to the Midwest to compete at Adepticon. So we figured right now is the perfect time to review Modern with you. Start with a couple basics. I've even got a little bit of preparation here. I pulled everything up in HD units so we can look at dials and cards, all kinds of things as we're getting going here. Let's just start off right at the top. Beetlejuice. Honestly, we shouldn't have to say anything about Beetlejuice. He takes away your free actions. You have to have a plan for him. Don't build your team solely around free actions. Free actions gotta be like a condiment. Nice to have, but it's gotta be a good glizzy, even without that mustard.
Yeah, if you don't know that by now, shame on you.
Yeah. You're in trouble. Listen to if you want to just hear crying about it, listen to Degeneration Clicks. If you wanna hear some how do you strategize around it, there's been plenty of Eaglehubs where we've talked about it. But yeah, don't rely solely on free actions. You'll have a bad day. Next up, and though we really shouldn't have to say anything about it, Rogue Prime. She's good. She take your Equip Monk. She has free attacks. She has a cool outwit that allows her to copy powers. She's an efficient 100 points. And then she has this bullshit about how you can't target or choose her except for attacks, which is real annoying. So no outwits, no perplexes, no chooses,
no probs.
Unless you had an effect that's just like re-roll an attack.
Yeah.
Which wouldn't be prob, I suppose.
Oh.
Yeah, she's good. She's efficient. You should know her. Lots of people play her. Not me, though. Next up. Gauntlet Spider-Man, who I didn't put on this list because I'm lazy. So let's look him up. I apparently typed it wrong. Spider-Man Rogue. That would be why.
You're into the D&D right there.
Yeah. Dude, Spider-Man with the Rogue class.
That'd be sick.
I mean, Corey, given the number of hits we got on our D&D HeroClix short, we need to find how to record more D&D content.
I know, right?
That's clearly where the visions are, or where the views are.
I know.
Why are we even doing HeroClix? We should just stop the Eaglehub as a HeroClix podcast and start becoming a D&D podcast.
We're going to be a D&D podcast.
Yeah.
Get them D20s out.
We'll invite the most entertaining HeroClix podcasters to join us as we become an actual play podcast.
Welcome to the Wormling Corner.
Yeah. No, it's still going to be the Eaglehub. A D&D actual play.
Okay.
Featuring Simeon Bruce.
Yeah, we'll get him. He'll be dressed up.
Bruce and Dream Miles.
Yeah, there'll be different classes every episode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We'll also have one where we all play as bards.
Yes.
All right, so here is Gauntlet Spider-Man. His whole trick really comes down to this stop click, which is when he hits the stop click, after resolutions, you remove all equipment on the map or equipped from the game and all game elements on sidelines from the game, and any durations of any effects created by the removed sideline elements. And game elements removed this way are only scored if there was points paid for them. So if you've got a loaded sideline, Gauntlet Spider-Man make you a bad day.
Which is crazy because like he'll score like under 100 points by doing that, maybe. Yeah. And then he's 75.
Completely reasonable that he's going to score 50, 60 points.
Yeah.
Based off of the way that people equip equipments. One interesting thing, though, is you only score the points paid for things. So a character who adds one-shots for free, no score.
Gaia for free, no score.
Yeah. I mean, an interesting one actually is none of the possessors would be scored because the points aren't paid to put them on the sideline. The points are paid to make the character an avatar.
Oh, yeah.
So the trick with him that people are going for is you build a way to get him to his stop click on turn 1. There's a couple one-shots that deal one unavoidable at the beginning of the turn. There's always Loki from Collector's Trove and the one-shot to heal Loki. It's only 3 clicks. He's easy to set off. I don't think it's good because, and here's my reason for why. Spider-Man can't heal above that stop click.
So it's dead.
Unless something completely shuts off his stop click, he can't heal above it. So now you've got a 75-point piece with 4 clicks to life, and the only thing keeping him alive is super spider senses. So you better hope that you're scoring close to 75 points because you've just made a real soft target. There is one other trick to be had with the Spider-Man that's worth noting. There's the to me my hammer one shot. Let me pull it up because all right, so yeah, when a friendly equipment is unequipped, after resolutions, you may equip it to a friendly character that's not equipped. If a friendly equipment would be removed from the game, you may choose that it isn't. If you do, after resolutions, you may equip it to a friendly character. So one trick to watch out for with this Spider-Man is you just throw To Me My Hammer and a bunch of objects on your sideline if you're playing the Spider-Man. Because the removal of things from the sideline is simultaneous, you remove them in order, which means you can remove the equipments and then activate this one shot before it's removed. So that allows, I could have Destroyer Armor and Mjolnir and I don't know, fucking the Dream equipments, the vestments on my sideline. Spidey goes off, and then I pop off To Me My Hammer to equip somebody with one of these objects off my sideline for free. So it's just an extra little trick with Spidey to be aware of. Also, if you have To Me My Hammer on your sideline, remember that because you should be able to use it. Because equipments will be removed first before sideline. So any equipments that are removed, you can activate that one shot before it goes away to save your equipment.
Nice.
All right, that's Spider-Man. Next up, similar. This is new tech. Sure, we're going to see a lot of him in the coming weeks. Loki, Sorcerer Supreme. Loki's got some cool tricks, but let's just go to the stop click first because that's what's really going to matter here. Stop super senses once per game when this click is revealed. After resolutions, choose one. this game, other characters can't use team abilities or special powers. Or this game, friendly characters have mystics, and once per turn, Loki, Sorcerer Supreme, may re-roll any roll.
Yes, pick that one. Pick the second option. Don't ever pick the first option.
Yeah, it's very rare that you're going to pick the second one. Unless, you face a team that has no special powers.
Oh.
But yeah, the main thing that you're going to gun for with this Loki is the other characters can't use team abilities or special powers. Loki has one difficulty, which is it's one more click to get him, but he also doesn't have damage reducers, so he's a little bit easier to damage to get there. He has an advantage over Spider-Man. He can heal off of his stop click. And if you are not planning for Loki, you are due for a real bad day. You got to be aware of what the special powers are on your pieces. Sometimes it's still worth it to play them, but know that Loki's out there and he's hunting. He's hunting for your special powers. He wants to take them.
What's them gone?
His trait is also great. He's got Safeguard Mystics. When he KOs an opposing character, you can flip face down spell one shot back to face up, which is really good. I think all the Sorcerer Supremes have that.
Some do other things, but most of them are that.
Yeah.
Like that symbiote one, he heals himself.
Yeah.
Blah, blah.
Yeah, he's good. Think about your special powers. Make sure that you are not left up a creek without a paddle. That paddle being special powers. If you're playing Hidari Yao, don't just hit Loki to his stop click. You will be very sad.
Yeah.
No one on this chat has ever experienced that.
Multiple games.
No one on this chat has not learned their lesson.
No. It wouldn't have worked.
All right, so with the Ares, one thing, Adepticon, DGen announced they're gonna ignore the watchlist results until after Adepticon. Which one, let me just tell you, is rich, because if they had banned Beetlejuice, they would have been like, totally fine. All the watchlist results are legal.
They probably would have.
They would have been looking for Mr. WizKid himself so that Ryan could give him a Beetlejuice.
Firm handshake.
Yeah. Split Beetlejuice into two words. Use the letters.
Oh shit.
What I'm saying is Degeneration Clicks hates BJs.
In all forms.
In all forms. All right. Spider-Man from Spider-Man 400. 35 points. This little guy goes hard. We saw this a lot during states. Since Ares won't be eroded for these tournaments, gotta keep an eye out for him, because he can equip Mjolnir for free. Giant Reach 3. Improve targeting characters. Blades. Exploit weakness. And if you have Invincible, you can only reduce damage by 1. On a character that gets to roll blades against you, that ain't good.
Yeah.
And pre-errata Ares, Giant Reach 3, that's a lot of people's.
So see, that's why he's on this.
Yeah, he's good. And it just so happens there's a one-shot called a Practice Teamwork. Friendly characters have power. Make an attack using this character's printed combat values. They may be given this power action even after being carried, which just so happens to be able to combo with blades because it's when this character makes a close attack. So you can carry Miles, drop him, have him take a power action after being carried, then Ares bomb 3 squares. It's gross. It was a very good 35-point combo.
Yep. But pretty sure that's the last time you're gonna see this guy.
Yeah. I mean, he'll still be good, but he won't
not
dummy good.
Yeah.
I was struggling to not say something bad there. Space Batman. Corey, tell us about Space Batman.
His whole gimmick is he has to work with a certain team for his ship to go off. He gets, it like once per game? Is it a once per game? Yeah. Back up. Power once per game, generate a character named Superman or a character that has Green Lantern core keyword from your sideline on their starting click. This game, that character can't be replaced, and at the beginning of your next turn, return them to your sideline. This effect is lost. So he power actions, brings in a green torch. Right, the bigger point wise, and then
2x2 green torch at 275.
Yeah.
Who's got a 14 movement charge?
Jeez.
And flurry with giant reach 3. So 10 square reach.
Jeez.
Popo driving down my street.
Oh. Yes.
And then you fire off
that other one shot.
That one shot is Help from Another World, right?
Yeah. You bring in another green torch.
Assist from Another World.
There you go.
I know it's something like Thing from Another World.
That's in.
Oh wait, that's a Portland story.
Is that your old stomping ground?
Yeah, I used to run games there.
No.
Yeah, so Assist from Another World. At the beginning of your turn, you may choose a friendly character. This turn, that character can't be given actions. That character generates another character from your sideline with the same name as them, but of less points than them. Generated character can't be replaced and is removed from the game at the end of the turn without being scored. So, since it's at the beginning of your next turn that the original green torch goes away, you fire this off first, and you bring in another green torch now on click 5 at 150 points. So effectively, this Batman gives you 2 turns in a row of a 5 damage flurrier with a huge reach.
Hey-oh.
And then, as we're talking about Batman, we should also talk about Infinite, because Infinite can do the same thing. Infinite, you play 150 point Infinite. He gets his 4 traveling tokens. You place him, within 6 squares within 6 squares of your opponent's starting area. And then at the beginning of your turn, you use Assist from Another World to bring in the 60-point Infinite, who, because he doesn't start the game, has no traveling tokens, immediately triggers his damage thing. So you pull in an Infinite on click 6. He deals 3 damage to everybody within 6 squares, destroys all blocking terrain within 6 squares, and then gets to make an attack with his giant reach 6 attack. Then the turn after that, your Infinite's going to go off. Deal 3 damage to everybody within 6 squares again. So it's just another one to keep an eye on. If you're playing a Black Panther, you want to take away Assist from Another World.
Yeah.
Or in the case that they only have, one sub, you can take away Assist from Another World. Against Batman, you play Black Panther. Depending on what else they have on their sideline, you probably just want to take away both of their green torches.
Or their Beetlejuice.
Mm-hmm.
Just joking. Don't fall for it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where it's important to read where Beetlejuice, Sideline Juice is a decoy. No one would ever do that, Corey.
I know.
I certainly don't pack him just to freak people out and then never play him. Okay, let's take a break from serious stuff. I'm only highlighting this because this fucking piece has had so many questions asked about him on HeroClix rules. And I don't understand why. It's not hard to understand. But I am, of course, talking about Wolverine, Lord of the Vampires. The person who plays this is not going to place highly in your tournament. If somebody top 8s at Champion Clicks with Wolverine, Lord of the Vampires, I will eat a hat at.
Yes, it'll be on our Patreon.
But so his thing is, when establishing team, if you share a keyword with him, you gain the Vampire Brood keyword.
Yep. And they get Steel Energy and
get Steel Energy and X-Men's. And when they use Steel Energy, the use of it also heals any friendly characters to the Vampire Brood keyword adjacent to them.
Damn.
So people are all excited for all the healing shenanigans they're potentially going to pull off on this.
Oh.
And then he's a wild dial, which means you really need to heal him, because if you take away these top 4 clicks, that is a shit ass 90-point dial.
That toughness ain't gonna save you.
Yeah, but Peep's gonna play it. All right, go away, Wolverine. We're done with you. We're done with you, Infinite. Go away. Now, here's one that's near and dear to my heart. With Strange Tales out now, this is an interaction that I've been excited for a while. We should see an uptick in pieces with Mystics. And there's a very cool interaction to be had with the Heralds of Galactus against Mystics pieces. That has to do with the Heralds of Galactus trait. They all have this shared trait, invulnerability. When this Herald takes damage from an opposing effect, after resolutions, he may generate a friendly character with the Heralds of Galactus trait from your sideline on the same click number as himself. If you do, turn him to click number 9. In this game, he isn't scored when KO'd. So, and it's Protected Pulse Wave, which is great on these Heralds, because I don't know how many games I've had somebody Pulse Wave me and I'll be like, okay. And they'll be like, why aren't you clicking his dial? Oh, because he has Protected Pulse Wave and Vulnerability.
Oops.
But so takes damage from an opposing effect, includes Mystics. So you can hypersonic out 10 squares with Airwalker, hit a Mystic, deal 4 damage to them. Oh, he took a damage. Goes to click 2. Now I generate somebody else from my sideline. Say, Morg the Executioner. Morg comes in on click 2, does his giant reach 2 blades. I hit you. Oh, bother. I take a Mystics. First, let me resolve this free Pulse Wave. Okay, I did that. Now, I'm going to go ahead and generate Terrax. Terrax comes in on click 3. I drop 2 free barriers. Then I barrier around you 4 more times. And I make a free attack. Deal 6 damage to you. What's that? I took a Mystic. Let's go ahead and bring in Firelord. So there's some real shenanigans to be had with the Herald chaining here. Like, it's gonna be, you're gonna be like, who is it? Wiz Khalifa? Another one. I'm personally excited for that. If I see you playing Heralds, I'll give you a firm handshake.
What's Khalifa? You're talking about DJ Khaled.
DJ Khaled. Who did I say? Wiz Khalifa? Yeah. Okay. As Flowrida said.
The boots and the fur.
Yeah. I'm sorry, man. My rap references ain't great unless it's Kendrick.
That's true. Or Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, I barely call that rap though. All right. Black Flash up next. We covered this a couple weeks ago, but just bringing it back up again. I know Wesley Allen Summers sent us his build that had this and the Batman with the green torches and some other bullshit that I don't remember now. But sideline active when an opposing character is dealt damage from an attack by a character with a speedster keyword after resolutions, deal that character one unavoidable damage. If they're not KO'd, heal them one click. You combo that with the Bloodstone. It's the same as my Monsters team that I played in Silver that we talked about a while back. It's the same as the Harley Quinn Poison Ivy thing that I was playing a while ago.
Clicks League West.
Clicks League West. So it is definitely a well-known topic around these parts. There's even a video or two of it on the Eaglehub from our tournament in Dallas, Oregon, not that long ago. Go look it up. If I was a good YouTuber, I would put a link to the video right here. But spoiler, I am not. Two more. Corey, you want to tell us about Nico?
Nico. She brings in free one shots, 3 of them. Spells for free. You're most likely playing her at 50. She has a cool outwit. When she outwits something, she can knock them back. She has traded leadership and free once per game. Choose a standard power. She can use that power this game. She's mystics. She's unique. Yeah, she's bang for your buck right there. You're gonna play anything mystical, you want her.
50 points for 3 free spell one shots is really good.
And the main 3 spell one shots that she does get for free are fucking good.
Yeah. So let's just highlight them. The 3 that we usually see
Icon
are Images of Icon, free roll mystical character, friendly characters with mystical keyword have free roll a d6. Give this character a number of illusion tokens equal to half the result. As long as this character has any illusion tokens, and when they would be targeted by an attack, they may remove an illusion marker. If they do, they can't be targeted by that attack. The attacker may choose a new target. At the beginning of your next turn, remove all illusion markers from this character. One thing that Corey taught me when we were practicing last week is that it is a may. So if you get attacked by somebody with a shitty attack value, you don't have to remove one to avoid the attack.
But can my whole team use this card? Because it says friendly character.
Yeah. Until you use it, your entire team can use the card. But as soon as one person uses it, it flips over. God, that's like
that's like every week there's that question.
I know. Did you see me start to get triggered from you just saying that?
That's why I did.
I'm pretty sure my watch would probably be like, "Hey, your heart rate just went up. What's going on?"
Your life alerts are off, Brian. Chill.
And then the other 2 that you'll usually see with her, Shield of Seraphim. When a friendly character with the mystical keyword is hit, choose that they can use Impervious and can reduce penetrating damage this turn. Solid. And Crimson Bands of Sidorak.
Oh yeah, he's so good.
Friendly characters have power. Choose a character within range and line of fire that hasn't taken damage this turn. Until your next turn, that character has immobile and immune. This character has the mystical keyword. The chosen character also modifies attack -3 until your next turn. So it has uses both offensively and defensively.
Yeah, a lot of people use it on themselves to keep something safe.
Yeah.
Or lock somebody down.
Halt Mutant plus Crimson Bands is kind of funny.
Jeez, that's gross.
Sheesh. Halt Mutant is one that we could call out, but honestly, if you don't know Halt Mutant already, I'm sorry.
Where have you been?
I've complained about it on this very show. And that leaves us with my sweet boy. My favorite, honestly, of this entire stack. But it is something to be aware of. Lernaean Hydra. He's got it straight. Lernaean Hydra starts the game with 5 heads and no empty necks on its sculpt. Make sure your opponent has a head on every neck. Lernaean Hydra can use the following effects based off of the number of heads it has on its sculpt. 4+, Safeguard Outwit. 5+, Combat Reflexes. 6+, Close Combat Expert. 7, Free Make an Attack. One thing to note, it's possible that your opponent could bring 2 Hydra packs, in which case they could potentially get to 10 heads. Do note, however, it's only on exactly 7 heads that they get to make a free attack. So if they go above 7 heads, no free for you.
Nice.
Then there's 2 more traits that interact. They're all really important on this. When Hydra is dealt damage, you may remove up to 2 heads from its sculpt. If you do, reduce the damage taken by the number of heads removed in addition to any other effects. Dealt damage is before damage taken. So even if your, say, invulnerability that you have would reduce all of it, you can choose to remove a head still, which tactically might be a reason for. This would also work with unavoidable damage, because although you cannot reduce it, you are still being dealt damage, so it would trigger the time when you can remove a head. And then lastly, we have regrowing heads. Regeneration is free. When Lernaean Hydra uses it, you may reduce the amount healed by any amount to a minimum of 0. If you do, attach that many heads to any empty necks on Lernaean Hydra's sculpt. So what we're going to see here is going to be Hydra with Animal Man, because the one thing that this Hydra needs is, on 75 points, is invincible. So you play Animal Man for 10 points, gives you invincible. Invincible reduces by 2 damage. You're always going to be able to reduce by up to 4 damage here. He has Mystical, so he can combo with all of those damage reducing mystical cards, that one shots that we just talked about. He's got Safeguard Outwit, so you're not outwitting him. And his Safeguard Outwit, most importantly, is not from a team ability. So even with a certain Loki out there taking away team abilities, this guy's still going to be Safeguard Outwit as long as he's got 4 heads. Unless your opponent is playing the Bloodstone, you've got a 2/3 chance that you're going to be able to swap 1 head for 2 heads, which you just need to do 2 turns in order to get Hydra into 7 heads. And once he's at 7 heads, this guy is a beast. So look out. He is great. He combos with Loki. He combos with a lot of things. Whether you're playing Loki or you're not playing Loki, Hydra is a piece to play. I don't know anybody who would consider playing him, though. Don't do it.
That's a build.
And that is our modern rundown. God, I'm tired. That was a lot.
I know.
I need to drink a beer. You want another frittata, Corey?
Yeah, let's do it.
Silly question. How does really work character like Dracula, Morbius, or Vampire Wolverine? This is the question. If I pass their starting line, can I use support to heal them normally to click 1? Dracula starts in click 6. It does leadership. It heals to click 5, passing his starting line. Now, can I use support to heal up to click 1 with another character or this kind of character heals by themselves using their own powers?
Most of them all have like a stipulation, right, of how they heal past their starting line.
Yeah.
I would start from there.
Wild dials in general say you can only heal via blank above their starting click.
Yeah.
And since you cannot normally heal above your starting click, you follow whatever the rules say for healing above your starting click.
Yeah.
I know I found I cheated at least once with Carnage Silver Surfer during the Silver Age event because I would forget about that. And there was one effect that he couldn't heal above his starting line with. Yeah.
What a shame.
Yeah. I was a bad boy. Here's one more. This is the one, Corey, that I was talking to you about earlier. This is from Hero Clicks Reddit, the land of Zach Strong. Hindering terrain markers and printed elevated terrain question? Hello. Supposed I had a map where there is a 2x4 segment of printed elevated terrain, like a shipping container with no transition squares. At the start of my game, my opponent places a sized 2x4 hindering terrain marker such that it perfectly overlaps the printed portion of the map. My questions are, 1. Is the terrain now treated as only hindering terrain, such that it can be moved into and out of freely and no longer blocks line of fire? 2. Or is the terrain still treated as elevated, but the entire top portion is now just hindering terrain? I looked at the comprehensive rules, and it seems like the former is true, but I'm not sure. I appreciate the help.
Yeah, I think it's... Is that 2?
Yeah, the former is true.
Yeah.
And not the latter.
Because they have those like actually printed like actual elevations and then hindering.
Yeah, it changes so terrain marker changes the type, right?
Mm-hmm.
But other things below it can still exist. One of those is hindering.
Oh.
Yeah. If there was other markers, it would only be the top marker for as long as there's a stack of markers.
Yeah, like ivies, plants, water terrain.
Yeah. But yeah, the elevated exists past the hindering terrain marker.
Hopefully Zach got his question answered.
Indeed.
Speaking of questions.
I have questions.
Hey, we got answers.
Hey, it's
Ask Eagles. Ask Eagles anything.
We're trying something new. Corey's going to be the question reader this week.
Yes. All right, we got a plethora of questions. All comments right off the dome. Clickshole alumni. Kenny Minks. What would you do for a Klondike bar?
Libel.
Real name Illuminati. Are you ready to be in the presence of King Illuminati? Question mark.
You know,
it says please practice your. I don't even know what the word is. Genuflection.
Oh, genuflection.
Genuflection.
He wants us to be. He probably wants us to kiss the ring, Corey.
Hell no.
Yeah. There's no king but King Brian. We all know this.
True. You're a fake
but
king.
also, there's gonna be a plethora of royalty at Adepticon because we'll have King Illuminati, we'll have King Brian, we'll have Pretender to the Throne, King Aquamiles.
Yes.
And we'll have Maps Peterson, Royal Knower of Maps.
You guys should all be wearing like Burger King crowns. That would be so cool. All right. Next up, we have P&W Bro, David Allgood. What is your take on the watch list rulings?
Scroll back, my man.
Yep. Run it back.
Also, if you're in the Eaglehub podcast discussion group, I posted some immediate reactions.
Good call. Good call. Captain of Team Sam Squatch, Zach Strong. What's worse, the banning of Perdegaton or the fact that our Lord and Savior, Eddie Guerrero, never even got watch listed?
Why would Eddie need to be watch listed, Zach?
Strike Force 5 coming out of nowhere. Jason Devaney.
Jason Devaney.
If I wanted to get back into the game, how expensive is a competitive team? What format is now typically played in the PNW? How many stores still support the game around you guys?
Let's do that in reverse order. Corey, how many stores support the game around us?
0.
Yeah. We are currently traveling to Dallas, Oregon, which is an 1.5-hour drive for us.
Or Albany.
When we want to play. Or Albany. Yeah. Lest we forget the Albany boys, which is also an 1.5-hour drive from us.
There are dealers also, so we go through them to get shit now. Or trades.
Yep.
What format is now typically played in the PNW?
It seems to be kind of equal between modern and silver, but silver seems to be the more popular one. If you still have any of your older stuff, Jason, good news is some of it's probably silver legal. How much does it cost to field a team? It's going to kind of depend on what you want to play. But I'll give you the same advice that I give everybody, which is find what you want to play and then reach out to us. Reach out to Jay of the StarClicks Troopers, Jay Patel. Reach out to the Man Bats.
Yeah.
Reach out to, well, probably via us. We will connect with the Dallas and
the
Albany
Southern
guys.
boys. Yeah.
But hey, listen. We're all about loans. We all want to make sure that you're playing something good. So if you have a build idea, you send it to me. I will do some legwork on our end of the Oregon players to see if we can find it for you. And I'll tell you who to ask in the other play groups. But we all want to see players playing and having good stuff. So I know that for our whole region, there's plenty of people that are willing to loan stuff. So Jason, if you want to play, get your ass out, man.
Yeah. True. And, like PNW is very welcoming and like for reals, everybody's just clicks mules each other. So just say, hey, I want to play this, or I'm looking to play with this. Anybody have one? Boom. Yeah. Somebody has it.
Hell, I'll even say this, Jason, next competitive tournament you come out to, I'll pay your entry fee.
Yeah, we got APB that showed up.
Yeah, we have Aubrey, your former teammate, has come out. He had a great time at the Man Bats Cup. Yeah. Come and join us, man. We'd love to have you.
Yes. Next up, somebody said go Birds.
Go Birds.
36 Chamber, Charles Constant. Is Beetlejuice going untouched? WizKid's way of giving the middle finger to another popular Clicks podcast? Question mark. And then he says, free Perdegaton.
Hell yeah. Charles, you're one of the good ones. Here's what I'll say. I've said this to that other popular HeroClix podcast, so this is nothing new. But I said we could just rename this watch list to the WizKids Presents the 2026 Q1 Degeneration Clicks Cuck List.
Let's see. And then, class is the jelly bean. A little bit of dick. Both balls will work.
Our boy's back.
I know. Yeah. Good shit.
Yeah. Well, we should probably leave on one frittata for you to reflect on, Corey, for next week when we're traveling.
Yeah.
This comes from a person whose obviously real name is Esoteric Lad. God, Esoteric Lad asks some real stakers of questions. But this one, I want you to think on this, Corey. When we're flying to Chicago, you tell me the answer.
All right.
Can you start a game of pieces already in your KO area? Oh, you've made it through another jam-packed episode of the Eaglehub. Until next time.
Get wrecked, nerds. See you at Adepticon.
See you at Adepticon. Abolish ICE.